Hey guys, Mega Man NG here, and this is a channel update. But it's not just any channel update, mind you. This is actually going to be, from this point onward, a monthly channel update. So this is my monthly channel update for June of 2015. Now, believe it or not, I have a lot to say with this update, especially in regards to E3, since E3 is almost at its end. And believe me, the things that I want to say is just overwhelming. I have 3 topics in mind, and you already know that E3 is one of them. So let's get started. First and foremost, I have covered the remaining DLC characters in Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and the Wii U. What surprised me most of all is that Nintendo, I have to commend them for this, because they provided 3 new characters. Lucas from Mother 3, who is a veteran in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Roy, who I am happy that he's back, who is from Fire Emblem Binding Blade, and a veteran from Melee. And Ryu from the Street Fighter series. And out of all 3 characters, I personally have to say that Ryu is my personal favorite, because he captures the essence of Street Fighter into Smash. And it's so cool. I really mean that. I had a lot of fun playing with him in both the 3DS and the Wii U. Speaking of which, I did it in 9.0 intensity because 1, I want a challenge. 2, I wanted to see if I could be able to test my sanity. And 3, to see if I can be able to pull it off. Now, in the 3DS version, I was able to pull it off with all 3. And that was quite an accomplishment. The Wii U was another story, as it took me numerous tries just to do it. I had it going with Lucas, but I was so close yet so far, so I just decided to make it a 9.0 attempt. With Ryu and Roy, however, I was able to do it with no continues. Yeah, I mean it. And when I did it with Roy and I finally did it, I was screaming my lungs out, feeling so happy I did it. It made me feel so alive. It just did. And I can't say it enough. I really hope we get more new characters down the road. But the question is if you guys want me to cover All-Star Mode. Well, I am planning on covering it. It's just I want to finish something else, which is Mortal Kombat X, the Classic Towers. Now, I had to delay it a bit for a specific reason. Not only because of Smash Brothers, but also because of the fact that when I was recording Milleena and was ready to edit it and render it, the video file got corrupted, meaning it was unable to be read. And I had this happen before. So I have to now redo it, and I have to also do it with every other character. I have to at least get this out of the way until July when I cover the Predator, and then August, which I will cover Tremor. I look forward to those. And I hope you guys will be too, especially the Predator, since it was majorly hyped. A lot of people are looking forward to it, and I'm so excited. I really am. And knowing NetherRealm, they're going to do some sort of special stream, which they will explain the Predator's variations. And the best thing about it is that they're actually bringing in Carl Weathers as Jax. Like, the Carl Weathers skin and having his own voice be in Jax is just too much. I really am looking forward to it. Because trying to find the right words for it is not enough. It really isn't. Now, next up, I want to provide my thoughts on E3 2015. There have been a lot of winners and a lot of losers. Now, the winners, by far, Microsoft, Sony. I feel personally Microsoft and Sony had good presentations. Though the Microsoft one, it blew me away when they showed like all these different indie games. And they also presented, I believe, the Oculus Rift that's going to come with the Xbox One controller. That's pretty cool. Although having them they just released the new Elite Wireless controller and you have to pay $150 for it. Seriously, $150? No thanks. No thanks at all. Sony, I am really hyped for because it's going to be good. Especially with the fact of Shenmue 3. When Shenmue 3 was announced, I didn't see it coming. I really didn't see it coming. I really didn't. It was just insane. The last Shenmue game released was Shenmue 2, which was released in Japan in the Dreamcast in 2001, but we didn't get it until 2004 for the Xbox, and surprisingly, it did not do so well. Because of that, Yu Suzuki slid into obscurity. He has since left Sega to form his own company, and the surprising thing is, Shenmue 3 is already funded. Already funded fast. Though, there was also a lot of other winners too. At least with Ubisoft, I feel Ubisoft did a pretty good job. And I hope they learned their lesson from the mess-ups that happened last year with Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed Unity. I really am looking forward to AC Syndicate. And there is also Square Enix. Now, Square Enix amazed me with Kingdom Hearts 3. The new trailer that released, I was blown away. They actually brought Tangled into Kingdom Hearts 3. Not to mention the trailer showcasing a young Ericus and a young Xehanort together playing chess, detailing the events of the Keyblade War that said that the Lost Masters were in fact responsible for the Keyblade War. Now, I don't really know for sure. However, the surprising thing was that when Master Xehanort was looking up to where the Keyblade he would eventually have, it's a sign of inevitability. As you know, young Xehanort did have a role in Kingdom Hearts, especially Dream Drop Distance, when he decided to, antagonize Sora and whatnot, hoping to form the new Organization 13. It never happened, but you know it's going to be inevitable. A Keyblade War is going to happen. It is going to happen. And there was also the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I still have the original Final Fantasy VII on my PS3, and I feel like I want to play it right now because there are no words to describe how excited I am for the remake. I thought last year they were trolling us with the PS1 version of Final Fantasy VII. That was a cruel joke. But this year, I think this was their way of saying, I'm sorry. And they provided a trailer for the remake. I was amazed. I really am looking forward to it, along with some other games like Deus Ex Mankind Divided and the new Hitman game, which I do have the Hitman games on my PS3. And if people want, I could cover the games too. Especially one of my personal favorites, Blood Money. I really like Blood Money a lot more because of all the different ways you commit murder. It's just hilarious. It really is. So, as now for the losers. The losers. Let's start things off with EA. They spent all their presentation talking about sports. Nobody cares about sports. People care about games, and EA Sports failed with that. They only show 30 seconds of it of Battlefront. And I know right away EA is going to screw that up. EA is going to screw that up totally. Now comes the next one. I don't really know. Oh yeah, Nintendo. Now, there are no words to describe how I feel about Nintendo because this year, at first, I thought it was a good presentation. Unfortunately, it fell flat horrendously with the releases of some of their titles. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to Super Mario Maker and Star Fox Zero. But what I don't like is the fact that Metroid's getting a new game. But it's not what you think. It's called Metroid Prime Federation Force. And all it is just a co-op game of them battling monsters. And Samus isn't in it. And this has people in an uproar. People are angry as all hell because they want a new Metroid game ever since the disappointment that was 2010's Metroid Other M. Which, personally, it isn't that bad, but it isn't that great either. And the fact that Nintendo would just go and treat this to their own franchise really is bad. Really is disgusting. And there's even a petition calling it to cancel the game. But you want to know something? You know how I'm going to respond to it? With my wallet. I don't know if I plan on buying it. I may not because my money's going to have to be spent on more amiibos and everything. But yeah, this is going to be one game I'm not looking forward to. I am looking forward also to Star Fox Zero, which Platinum Games is working on. And if you know Platinum Games, they don't disappoint with their titles. Especially games like The Wonderful 101, Bayonetta 2, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Star Fox Zero. And I'm also looking forward to the other games. Xenoblade Chronicles X. A release date has been announced December 4th. I am so excited to get my hands on this game. I still have my Wii version of Xenoblade Chronicles, and I want to play it so that way I can experience it before this game comes out. But that's going to take me forever. And I still may plan on getting a new 3DS XL with Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, so who knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, there's also Fire Emblem Fates. Yeah, they finally gave it an English title. Instead of Fire Emblem If, it's Fire Emblem Fates, and there's actually going to be two separate games, Birthright and Conquest. Now, I don't know if they're planning on doing they're following the Pokemon thing, though in actuality it has to be due to Awakening and all the people complaining. I don't really know all the details, but I do know that I really am looking forward to it, and each of these two games, they're following the Oracle of Ages season formula, where one formula is focusing on leveling up and whatnot, so that way you can be stronger, and the other performs on more complicated, more tougher objectives. And it is getting tougher, trust me. I don't mind any other way, though the worst thing is that you're going to have to pay DLC just to get the other half of the story on other versions. I'd rather just have it be one complete game instead of having, buy two separate, because it's following the Pokemon route. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. There are a lot of other games I'm looking forward to, but I'll be providing all the details in the description. And yeah, so bottom line, E3 2015 was a pretty good year. I only wish Nintendo could just basically, yeah, they did apologize, saying that it did not live up to expectations. Though to be honest, I wish they could have done better like they did last year. Last year was incredible. This year, not so much. I wish they could do better. I have no complaints about that. And now what's yet to come? Yeah, I want to let you guys know right here and now that I pre-ordered BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend. The only thing, I'm getting it on the PS3 version. And you could pretty much blame the Smash Bros. DLC for it because I had to spend more money just to get all the characters. All 3 characters, including Ryu, which comes with a stage. That, and I want to make it easier because I'm having a little problems with my Elgato recording and all the syncing and stuff, because it's a pain. At least when I use my HAL patch for the PlayStation 3, I don't have these issues. I always have it synced on time and in unison. That's all there is to it. And yeah, I am going to be covering the story mode for BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend, including the new story bits, the new gag endings, and the 2 new characters. However, I'm not going to be doing every character again, because that's going to be like too much work. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to Chrono Phantasma Extend story mode. And regarding the story mode, I am going to do one little thing, is that I'm not going to be commentating much on the video itself. You guys are going to listen in on the story, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut. It's to make up for the fact that last year not a lot of people liked it because people kept telling me I need to shut up and whatnot. I can't blame them, but to each their own, I guess. And also, at the end of next month, I am doing Skullgirl's Second Encore. Now, if the release date is proven to be true, that it's coming on July 31st, it's also going to be the same day where Robo Fortune will be released. And once I do Robo Fortune and Encore, I'm moving on to Second Encore. So to all the Skullgirls fans and viewers who are enjoying my Skullgirls videos, be ready, because Second Encore is going to rock out loud. And I recently watched the final episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders, the anime adaptation, the 2nd season. I really enjoyed the final episode a lot, and a beautiful end to the story. Though I felt that they took some liberties in cutting out some parts from the manga as well as the OVA. Well, I don't really know, because I saw the OVA and there was like some extra scenes of them fighting, though I believe they had to cut out due to time. I know a lot of people are going to be mentioning it, but yeah, I really enjoyed the final episode. Now comes the worst part. Waiting until part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable. And then when it does come, I will be looking forward to that too. That's about it for my monthly channel update of June 2015. I apologize if I didn't put any game footage along with it because I didn't have time to get it done. I now have to get to work recording the MKX Klassic Towers because I'm going to be doing 2 characters at a time, and then I'm going to end it, edit, render, etc. I want to make sure I get everything done so I can be ready to move on to the next. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. It does mean a lot to me. If you have any questions of anything relating to gaming, E3, whatnot, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to reply to the best of my abilities. That's about it. Thanks for watching. This is Mega Man NG, signing off. Peace out.